I grew up at the Rock up until my 6th grade year, and that's whenever my family decided to just pull our family out of the Rock. As I got farther and farther away from God and the presence of the Lord, that's whenever I started getting into sin and addiction and just a dark time in my life. And that dark time lasted up until my senior year of high school. We started coming back to the Rock my freshman year of high school, but I was still in sin. I was still partying, drinking, smoking, running around with girls, and I was addicted to pornography. I found my identity in playing football. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go with my life, but I knew I enjoyed playing football a lot. In my senior year of high school, it was the practice before the game. There was an incident that happened, and my fibula was broken, and I tore 3 ligaments. And during that time, it was just a dark time because I didn't know where I was going to go. Like I said, I found my identity in football. I didn't know why this happened to me. I didn't know what I did to deserve it. I would sit and just do nothing because I couldn't walk around, I couldn't do anything, but I found comfort and found peace in the Lord. And after that incident, that's whenever I started truly taking my walk with the Lord seriously, and I found that I have a calling for ministry. I got the privilege and honor to preach at the Rock and different youth events, and I just found that's where I now find my identity. I find my identity in Christ and not just some sport, not just some school, and that's where I found true peace and joy. Nothing that the world had to offer me gave me that satisfaction, but whenever I truly submitted myself unto Him, that's where I found my satisfaction. So in August of 2023, I attended the second night of Ted Shuttlesworth's tent revival meetings. He was preaching about reaching out to God and God reaching out to you. And as he was preaching, he walked off the stage and he started making his way over to me. He stood me up and pulled me out front, and he said, "The Lord has showed me that you have a call to ministry in your life." And I'm like, oh my goodness. And then he's like, at night you lay in your bed and you see yourself doing what I'm doing, and which is true. And then he said, you also see yourself laying hands on people and seeing them healed, which I've had many dreams of me doing exactly what he said, laying my hands on people and seeing them healed and preaching the word of the Lord. And then he said he could see that I was an athlete. And the week before, or a few weeks before the scouts were about to come, I had an injury. It just blew my mind. He pointed straight to my leg and he said, "Tonight the Lord's going to heal me." And he prayed for me, and he said, "Run around and test your new ankle out." And I'm like, okay. And I did it, and there was no pain. I was out with an evangelizing team. We were walking everywhere. Like, we walked a lot. There's been no pain in my ankle, and it's like a brand new ankle, like a brand new leg, and it's just beautiful. It's amazing what God can do. So for Ted Shuttlesworth to confirm my calling, it just blew my mind, and it made me really happy, because here at the Rock, the leadership here have really germinated and pushed me to grow more and more into my calling, and they've really helped guide me in the direction I need to go. And I'm very blessed to be able to say that we have a pastor and a leader who puts his focus on the next generation to raise them up in the word of the Lord, so that they won't be swayed by any false doctrine, that they know their God and they are known by their God. And that's why I believe it's a big blessing to be fully planted and fully rooted in a biblically accurate and full gospel preaching church.